We're back in the game! And what a crazy one it's been. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. You're hanging with the Roll for Mischief crew, or as I like to say, your favorite nerds. So, the name of the game is Voloheen Winds of War. The name of the episode is Red Sky, being dungeon mastered by Drew Murray over there in the corner. And when we last left off, our characters were in the middle of a fight with a white dragon, and it's going okay, I guess. It's going all right. We'll see if it gets any better here. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah. So,
I think it's doing pretty well, if you all things considered.
yeah,
Like, we've done some serious damage to it. It's only a young dragon.
yeah. So, Eridu is currently on the ground floor, having swapped positions with Eigner, who has climbed back up to the second floor.
Please heal Eigner.
You run away
Please.
from me. I
I
have
know.
the staff.
I know, but I had to get up there, but also heal me.
Oh, man.
Thiala
Alright.
is also on the second floor, but near the opposite tunnel to where Eigner now is, chasing the dragon. So I don't know. Maybe Eigner and Thiala are going to do a pincer movement on the dragon going down their respective tunnels. Who knows? Eridu, it is your turn.
How far away is Eigner?
Eigner is 30 feet above you and like 5 feet from. So you know.
Just climb the
Calculate.
rope. It'll be easy. Just climb the rope.
Oh, I don't even need to climb the rope, dude.
Okay,
Check this.
Don't even do that.
I was gonna do something kind of like cool, but really impractical. But I don't have to do that, so I'm gonna do this the practical thing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just run up the wall right next to you, and then just crack you over the head with my staff. Really, really solid. Good hit to the back of the head should do it.
Wait, is that how that works? Like you actually smack people with it to heal them?
Dude, I mean, it's a staff of healing. Haven't you ever played Final Fantasy?
I mean, yeah, but didn't know you were going with that interpretation.
No, I'm not actually gonna hit you with it. I'm just gonna just run up and give you like a gentle tap, and that's gonna be what is that? 35 feet of my movement, because 30 over,
Yeah.
5 up. Cool. Because then I'm gonna spend the next 10 just getting away from you.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. You just kind of smell.
Well, yeah, but also, yeah, I want the dragon to be on me and not anywhere near to you, so that's a good call. And I'm right in front of this
Yeah.
opening, so if the dragon comes down this way, then I'm gonna be like, yo, what up, dude? So,
I'll just give you a nice soft second level healing word.
yeah,
with this guy.
Cure wounds,
wounds?
and curing
Cure
the
wounds.
wounds.
Yeah. You think that'll be good? Or you think you need a little more hit points than that?
Can you make it 3d8? Can you make it... Because second level would only make it 2d8.
That's true. We'll do third level. Third level would
Cool.
be great.
That'd be sick, dude.
Alright. Is this plus my modifier? No, it doesn't get a modifier because I'm not a cleric.
Well, you add your spellcasting modifier. Whatever your spellcasting modifier is.
okay.
I don't remember what the thing says. It's
Well, I
It's
mean,
staff,
you're just
not
doing
necessarily
you're
a-
just doing cure wounds. And
It
cure
just says you
wounds-
cast Cure Wounds, so...
Oh.
okay.
which-
then
which
in that
says
case,
your
for you, that
spellcasting
would be
modifier.
wisdom.
Alright. Well, deliberation's over.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because
this
you're
spell?
the kind of monk you are.
Alright. So that's 29 points of healing.
How much?
29?
Thank you. Holy crapola, dude. Okay.
Oh, that's not right. I'm sorry, I did my
Uh,
math wrong.
Oh,
It's 4 points less to 25.
25. Okay. I thought it was gonna
It's
be.
not a whole lot less. I just.
I thought it was gonna be a whole lot less, dude.
No.
Okay.
I just added an extra 4 on the dice there. That's all. You know,
Okay.
my math skills are up there.
Ignor's feeling
Solid,
better.
clear, good. You're welcome.
Nice. All right. So, Eridu, when you're moving 10 feet away, are you going to go in front of Eigner further down the tunnel, or 10 feet away back over the sort of ice bridges?
I'm gonna go back because I heard dragon in that tunnel making its tunnel dragon sounds.
Okay, so it's avoiding being in tunnels.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea.
Okay.
Being in tunnels, not avoiding tunnels. Um. Yeah, no,
Okay.
never mind. We're good.
The dragon continues charging along the tunnel that it is in. Yeah, no one's in a position to see it. So it continues charging down, roaring as it does so. Thiala.
It charges down.
Sorry, down as in along, rather than
Okay,
actually,
so
literally.
okay.
Charging along a tunnel. It's out of your view.
The tunnel I am seem to be off of glance. Seem to be heading in the direction of where I hear the sounds of the dragons.
Sorry, are you asking to?
Does the so like because like I don't have like a visual representation. So let's say the dragon sound is coming from over here, and I'm over here, and but it curves this way. Is it doing that, or is it curving this way, or is it going straight left, or?
So the tunnel in front of you goes on for about 15 feet and then becomes a T-junction. And you saw it go down and swerve to the right of this T-junction. And it's at this corner, just as it's turning right, where you'll have shot the fireball. So you'll see the scorch marks against the back wall there. So it continued running down that direction. So you know you could run to the end of the corridor and turn right and probably see it. But beyond that, telling if it's made any further turns or anything. Yeah, you guys never properly like mapped out this place at the beginning, and so
Right.
kind of flying by the seat of your pants. I've got the map up, so I'm keeping track. Of
Right.
But,
No. I got you. As long as somebody does. And that's not being like sarcastic or acerbic. That's just as long as somebody does.
Okay.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna go down the tunnel and follow my ears.
Okay, chasing after the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you charge the 15 feet down, turn to the right, and the tunnel continues on and curves quite steeply, following the curve of this temple room. He's gone. He's continued down this corridor. He's out of view. There don't appear to be any offshoots left or right, though. You know that he's straight down this corridor.
How far away am I from the rest of the Yahoos?
So you'll be 65 feet away from Eigner, while stood at the corner of this T-junction, and 55 feet from Eridu.
And along the same corridor that Eigner's in, or that? No, it's that different one, right?
You're on like the
Yeah.
opposite side of where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. God damn it.
It's a tricky
I'm going
situation.
to hold my ground and take a dodge action, and yeah, I'm gonna hold my ground and take a dodge action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So while you hold your ground and take the dodge action, to challenge what may come, Eigner.
Word. Eigner. So he can hear the roars, and he can tell obviously that they're not coming from in front of him at all.
Mm. That's right.
Okay. Then he'll just try and he'll call out for Thiala because he knows that Eridu's right there. So he'll call out for Thiala and see if Thiala can respond.
As long as I'm close enough, yeah.
Yeah, Thiala is just 65 feet away from you, so yeah, you can give out a shout and she'll be able to hear it.
Okay, well in that case, Eigner will say to Eridu, "We need to regroup. Let's go." And he'll just spend his 60 feet of movement trying to, I don't know, does he have to go across the ice to get over to where Thiala is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll be tricky. That'll be tricky. But he'll try.
Okay. If you want to run across the ice using the dash, then by all means, give me an acrobatics.
Oh, no. Oh, that's decent, actually. That's going to be a 15.
Nice. So yeah, similar to Eridu, Eigner takes one step onto the ice and feels how solid and smooth it is. He takes another step onto the ice and he can feel where the paths go. And so he jumps into a sprint and dashes all the way across, not slipping, not airing, not even once,
Yes.
until he slides into the tunnel where Thiala is.
It's no
Eridu.
big deal. No big deal.
I imagine him sliding in with a shield in front of him as well. Sort of
Yeah, I
Eridu.
guess I'm gonna go ahead and just follow.
Okay. Yeah, give me no, in fact, the distance that you're at, you could do the dash action and not need to make any checks.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
And he's like, in one movement, he catches up with me
Yeah, right.
at his
Yeah,
level.
for sure.
Yeah.
And you could probably
It's
even
just
and you could use your action to probably even heal yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I probably should do that. Yeah, and also on top of things, I'm pretty sure that my unarmored movement would improvement would like vertical surfaces, liquids.
Yeah, you get vertical surfaces.
During movement. I'm pretty sure that I'd be all right on ice.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
What
smack
do
myself in the face with my stick as well and heal myself. I just love the visual. I think it's hilarious. I think second level should do it. Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, cool.
That'll be interesting to stat up Rafiki's staff from Lion King. Yeah. It's got to have some kind of like dispel confusion or something on it. Every time he hits Simba, it gets a little bit wiser. Okay. So the dragon gets to move again. Let's check my map. Okay. He is... Right, so he is now... there. Okay. Right. And you guys have all moved. That. Right. So you guys are all huddled at this T-junction. The dragon lets out another mighty roar. And as he does so, Eigner can tell that he's no longer sounding like he's more down this tunnel than any other. He sounds equally down this tunnel and back in the chamber. It is unclear exactly where he is.
Does anyone
Thiala.
else think this was a bad idea?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Look, all we need to do is get me right next to it. And I will lock it down. That's all we need to do.
Um, it Eigner is next to me, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are all at the
Okay.
T-junction.
Are we in line of sight of the chamber?
Yeah, you can see the chamber from where you are, but you're down 15 feet of tunnel as well, so your vision's restricted to, just a section of the chamber. You can't really see the floor below or above.
That's fine. Um, so I'm gonna say, okay, so I'm gonna go. I guess we can kind of do this whatever separately. I'm gonna go. I have an idea. Eigner, if you and I go to essentially the edge of this cave, and I perhaps prepare Dimension Door. As a reaction, I can get you to the dragon as soon as it appears. And if Eridu, you can perhaps shatter the ceiling, you can draw it out, or perhaps even drop it on yourself. And as soon as I see the dragon, I will take Eridu to it, and we can put this dragon on stop right now.
Okay.
Are we good with that?
Whatever you feel is
I
best.
believe that my ability to punch rock is about spent. I used a lot of energy in that last hit.
Oh. Do you have any other way to cause some kind of anything?
Well, maybe.
His fists are magical
Eigner,
weapons.
is that blunderbuss still in the supply
Oh,
bag?
I have it. I give you my blunderbuss.
All
So,
right. So
as
I'm gonna
long-
take that. I'm gonna load it.
So I give him my blunderbuss, and then I walk to the mouth of the cave. Yes. I walk to the mouth of the cave and prepare Dimension Door. When I see the dragon, when the dragon comes into view, and when with Eridu or Eigner in touching range, and I'm going to Dimension Door to the dragon as soon as I see it.
What's your passive perception, Thiala?
15.
Okay.
So I'm aware that I burned that spell slot, whether or not it comes back around this time, but
As you step to the edge of the corridor, you see, perched in the top floor tunnel, staring down, scanning for you, is the dragon.
then in that case, clearly I will wait until Eigner is within touching feet, and then
Yeah. It's
and
gonna
then as
happen
soon
very
as it
soon.
is, I will move us to right next to that dragon.
All right. Since the dragon now sees you, it gives out a roar, moving its head rhythmically from side to side. All the ice bridges start to shake and rumble, and more stalactites drop from the ceiling. They try to get Thiala, but since Thiala's in the tunnel, I'll say you've got half cover, so you get +2 to your armor class. So I just rolled a natural 1. So
there you go.
all
matter
of
what
the
you-
stalactites shatter past you, do not hit you at all. Eigner, your action.
All right. Well, I guess I use my movement to move up adjacent to Thiala, which triggers her reaction.
Yep.
To cast
Is that-
Dimension Door on the two of us.
Correct, and we are now we are now on the same platform, right next to within the touching range of the dragon.
All right. Do you want to be on the ice bridge just outside the tunnel in front of the dragon, or can you dimension door behind the dragon, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
If
can
it's in-
because I don't have to see. It's
Yeah, if it's 500 feet. it's within
Yeah,
500 feet.
it's within 500 feet.
Sweet. So yeah, you can dimension door immediately behind the dragon if you want.
Yeah.
Safety the tunnel. All right. So you've materialized inside a tunnel that continues on behind you for about 10 feet and then turns sharply to your right. It would be turning left if you were facing that way in a downwards angle. So it looks like the tunnel that you were in and looking down, Thiala, would just ascend at a certain point and lead up to this tunnel. There's no offshoot rooms or doors or anything.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and go crazy on this dragon. And
Okay.
I am going to start with an attack. And that is going to be a... it's going to be 13... No, sorry. 15. 15 to AC.
That is not enough to hurt the dragon.
Okay, so then I'm going to use a superiority dice to do a fainting attack, and then I'm actually going to try and cast a spell. I'm going to try and use inflict wounds on the dragon. So I get advantage on the attack roll. A 19, so close to that critical spell hit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is going to be 25 to the dragon's AC.
That definitely hits.
Alright. So here's some necrotic damage coming at ya. That's going to be 19 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
And then I will be using my action surge to attack again. Oh, God. That is going to be a 16 to AC.
Misses.
And I'm going to use another fainting attack. Oh, wait. No, that's a bonus action thing.
Well, action surge just gives you another action.
Yeah,
not-
it just gives me another action, but yeah, it doesn't help anything with being able to use 2 fainting attacks or anything like that. It just doesn't work like that. But I will just do another attack, dude. Ah, come on. Could this turn take any longer? And could I roll any shittier? Come on, dude. Alright, so that's going to be a 17 to AC.
Just hits.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm turning this into a trip attack. And that is going to be a total of 15 damage. And the dragon must make a strength saving throw. The DC is 15.
DC is 15. Yes. I got 17.
Okay, alright, so you do not get knocked prone, but you did take the damage that I did deal to you, and I'm right next to you, which is actually the biggest deal of it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, so I think that's his turn. Yeah, it's just
So
that's everything.
Eigner emerges from the dimension door. I imagine dimension door will look like Thanos appearing using the space stone sort of teleportation thing. He steps through and immediately starts punching, swinging his sword, trying to cut this dragon down. Goes to try and pull up this thing's hind leg. It looks behind it, swishes its tail. It's like, no. But then you grab onto the tail and your gauntlet, some of its scales, and some of them atrophy and drop off as you fill it with necrotic damage. A few of the scales now dead, crumpled, and collapsing down. He's got a bald patch where your hand was on his tail.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
This dragon doesn't know what's coming to him.
Eridu. You could hear the roar from this dragon and the shouts of combat with Eigner and Thiala from just like within 100 feet of you, but in 2 directions, further along this tunnel and outside and up a bit.
Was I supposed to be making more rock break, or was that specifically like the just a potential idea?
Well, it was the potential idea. I mean, if the dragon was down below and it was
Okay,
like next
okay.
to that thing where you were already damaging, but
Yeah, yeah. All right.
yeah.
But okay. I'm gonna make All right, I'm gonna roll a die because I don't want to like player knowledge of this because I don't know where the dimension door to. So I'm just gonna go ahead and
No, we've
roll.
said. Oh, I guess you don't know specifically.
Yeah, but did you guys go outside the tunnel?
Yeah, because remember we went to the edge of the tunnel, and we
Oh,
said the
okay.
plan was go to the edge of the tunnel. As soon as we see the dragon, we'll dimension door. Well,
Oh, okay.
Eigner
So
got
I guess I'm
in
gonna go to the edge of the
dimension
tunnel.
door. Right, and then you hear a bunch of slashing. So I'm pretty sure you're not dumb enough to not fit, to miss out on, like, oh, plans changed because he saw the dragon or she saw the dragon immediately.
Yeah.
See, I don't have a narrative reason for why Eridu's not paying attention, so I need to start paying better attention. All right, so I'll go to the edge of the tunnel as well, since that was the first part of the plan, and see what I see, which is
The
Right.
dragon in battle with us, dude. I mean,
Uh,
it's pretty
Yeah,
obvious.
so you'll go to the edge of the tunnel and
Yep.
see that the dragon and the dragon is sort of like half turned behind it, growling and roaring, while it's perched on the edge of this tunnel on the top floor.
And you said something about like an ice bridge. Is that something that the dragon is actually on?
No, the dragon's not on the ice bridge. He's still in the rock tunnel bit in front of the ice
Okay.
bridge.
We don't want the dragon to move from there, so please don't.
Yeah, yeah. I am going to take the blunderbuss and level it, and I'm gonna fire it at the base of the ice bridge,
Mm.
and attempt to do what I was told to do, which is break stuff. Maybe giving the dragon a chance to not, taking away an option of movement for it.
It is blunderbuss is 1560/60 feet, just so you know.
Okay. So the 60 feet is probably the range that I'll be shooting with disadvantage, so I could miss the whole thing.
Okay, so you're basically standing on the edge and
Taking a shot with it.
cool. Go for it.
Well, I got a 3, and I got a 1. So either way, I engage the misfire chance of this pistol, and it's going to be worse. Blunderbuss. It's going to be worse because I'm not proficient with it.
This is gonna be great.
Or I guess it's not worse. It just is a higher chance of misfiring. But yeah.
Josh, do you have the misfire stuff there?
Let's see. Whenever you make an attack roll from firearm, the dice roll is equal to lower to the blah blah blah. Misfire score. The attack misses. Blah blah. Blah. If your check fails a weapon. Okay, so yeah, you can't. Because you don't have Tinker's tools check. You don't have Tinker's tools on you. It is misfire.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely gonna break, and I'm not gonna be able to fix it. But
Right. Basically, because it is not an explosive, it just doesn't. It just doesn't work
Okay.
because it's not. An explosive, so there's no like backfire on you.
if that is how
So-
you want to handle this situation, Drew, if you want to handle it more terribly, I did roll a 1.
Yeah. So as you point the blunderbuss, the remain because you're standing exactly where Thiala was hurt by the ice cloud lair action.
Yeah.
So some of those particles will still be sort of like just lingering around, and as you pull the trigger, the hammer gets frozen in place. So while it's not cold enough to hurt you, it's cold enough to affect the weapon. The hammer's not closing, gunpowder's not burning. Nothing about the blunderbuss is working right now.
I knew this was a bad idea. How high up is the second? Where's the next
30,
level?
30 feet up, and the only. Let's have a look. There is an entrance
Oh, I don't
directly
need to worry
above
about
you.
that. I don't need to worry about
Uh,
that. I just need to know how far I need to run up a wall before I can get on flat ground.
Yeah, so directly above you, 30 feet, you'll be able to get on flat ground.
All right, I'll kind of cradle the blunderbuss and then go running up the wall and get myself level with the rest of the party.
Okay.
You should have a
That's
second
my turn.
attack.
It's an action to fire the gun.
Oh,
So
well, it's an attack. I'm assuming it's an attack action.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
but I'm
because it's still just an attack.
Well,
I think
there's
I
30
think
feet
you're playing
up,
a
and
fail.
then there's.
But no, it's one. It's a reload of one. So, well, yeah, but you can still attack. You just can't reload.
Yeah, it's 30 feet up, but there's then 30 feet across, where Eridu is. So that.
yeah, I'm not in melee range with the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay,
like a third of the circle around, as well as below.
gotcha. And you can split up movement, but not actions.
Mm.
So you couldn't take a bonus action to dash and then get up there and hit.
Nope. So I'm just gonna do that and call it good. The dodge action does not actually give you bonuses for save throws, does it? It's just
no.
for
So it's just disadvantage on attacks against.
attack rolls. Okay, cool. Yeah, then I will be fine with that. All right, that's my turn.
All right. This dragon throws its wings out behind it, turns entirely to face Eigner and Thiala, and then it flaps hard to push itself away from the two of you. It is moving out of the way, so both of you get an attack of opportunity against it.
There's no point. All I can do is punch. I mean, because I don't think I can shoot with an attack of opportunity.
No, it is just a melee attack.
It's the melee, so I would punch, but my strength modifier is -1.
Mhm.
So even if I hit it, all I would do is just like tap it and do 0 damage.
Well, I'm gonna make it a precision attack. Wait, hold on. A weapon attack.
Oh!
That'll work. I'm gonna make it a precision attack, so that'll make it.
Did I say? Did I say that I was going to give you bardic inspiration?
No, but it's fine because I think I got it. That's gonna be 21.
Okay, regardless, I gave you bardic inspiration because I would have done it because I wanted you to fucking hit with the reaction.
Well, sweet.
So,
21
Okay,
hits.
sweet. Okay, so that'll be just minimum damage. It'll be 5 damage, but since I hit him with the whatchamacallit, he stops entirely because I'm a sentinel. His speed becomes 0. Oh, he's stuck next to me.
So as he spins, spreads his wings out, and flaps hard to try and push himself away from you, his tail is dragging behind. You spot the point where it's deadened, where some of the scales are missing. You raise your sword and you slam it into the ground through the tail, sticking him in place. He can't move. He tries to pull a few times. He lets out a scream, and then as he hawks back, he then throws his wings forward, dives back on top of his tail, slams his claws into the ground, and lets out the breath weapon one more time.
Oh my god! Again.
He recharged like 2 rounds ago.
Oh, dude!
So Constitution saving
Killing
throw,
me, baby.
Eigner, and Thiala gets to join in with the Constitution saving throw.
It's good fun. It's all good fun.
21.
Doesn't Eridu get in this too? Because I did the dumb thing and moved myself up with
Well,
everyone else.
You did.
No.
You're on the other
straight up,
side.
but you're still 30 feet away and facing the opposite
You're
direction.
you're facing the other
okay,
way
I didn't
entirely.
realize this. See, there's the not paying attention again.
Yep, for sure. For sure. Alright, so I definitely failed because even though I have advantage, I rolled a 1 and a 3. How about that? How about that, though? Do your worst. Drew
45 cold
Murray.
damage.
45, dude. This is
And
brutal.
for me, it's half because I rolled a 21.
Nice.
Brutal, my dude.
Neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, he lets out this cold breath, and then he leans in close as he sees Eigner and Thiala shivering. You will not leave here alive.
It certainly seems that way.
And then as he pulls his head back, you are as foolish as Savrul. I will feast upon your bones.
Several sends his regards.
Thiala.
Bestow curse, motherfucker.
Just blast him, dude. Just no, just blast him, homie. Blast him in the face.
No, close enough to do bestow curse now.
Yep. Wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
Nice. Oh! That's a 7.
Ouch. Ouch, dude.
So, con.
Constitutions is cursed. Bestow curse is a nice spell. I like that one.
Yes, it is. And let's see, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. And let's see, it has to make a saving throw at the start of each of its turns.
Oh man, that part is the craziest.
If it fails, it
That's
wastes its action in that turn doing nothing.
That's actually the craziest part of that whole thing.
And my attacks deal an extra D8 necrotic damage to the target.
Wow.
And it lasts up to a minute. So.
Alright, yeah, that's
So,
good.
well,
That's a good spell.
Yeah, so you choose the nature of the curse from the following options. So it's one of those.
Oh, it's one of them. Oh,
Oh.
duh.
Oh, that's
Okay,
like-
yeah, I was thinking that's like way too powerful.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
con
like-
saves.
Oh, at the DM's option, you can choose an alternative curse effect, but it should be no more powerful than those described above.
No, con saves. That's what I want is con saves.
He wants con saves.
All right. Con saves for 10 rounds.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, dude. So that's the action to do that spell.
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, as this dragon sort of pulls its head back from taunting you, Thiala, I imagine, would just sort of like take her glove off and slap him across the face, bestowing curse as she does so.
No, she's very much so just a touch person. She just kind of goes out
Okay.
and just kind of like, boop.
All right.
And then she's going. Then I'm going to burn my last bardic inspiration on Eigner. Or not Eigner, but Eridu.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And
Right.
I chill because I'm not cool with taking an attack of opportunity at this moment. So that's that's my entire turn.
Yeah.
So as the dragon cast its eyes back when it was turning around, its passive perception is 14. Eridu wasn't particularly hiding at all, so I'd imagine it could see him. And so,
I mean, my passive stealth is 17. That's a thing, right?
yeah,
Here's the thing, actually.
but there's nothing to hide behind. So I'm going to say that
I just
breathe
stand
fog-
quietly.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's Eigner's turn.
actually, I have a cloak of elven kind.
Is true.
Ooh.
Like- Could, in theory, just by standing, be a little bit harder to see. It has disadvantage when trying to perceive me. Just blatant. That's what the thing rules. So
Well, in that case, yeah, with a disadvantage, its passive will be 9. And I'd say that since that's below the standard threshold, the fact that you've got a cloak of elven kind to sort of add this camouflagey thing gives precedent. Yeah.
Feel like
Alright.
the hobbits, and they just like throw the cloak over themselves and turn into a rock.
Yep. No, I'd say that's good enough for it to not know where you are. So instead of getting you with the freezing fog, it gets
Damn right it doesn't.
the other two with the freezing fog.
That is Asa being like, yeah, don't kill me. Fuck everyone else.
So it let out this freezing breath, and then it continues seething this mist from its mouth that fills the tunnel that you guys are in. Make another Constitution saving throw. You guys take 5 damage on a failed save, 2 damage on a successful one. It's DC 10.
Oh, so that's me also?
Yes.
I made the DC 10. So, what, how much? 2 damage? 2 cold
2
damage? Actually, every bit of damage hurts right now.
Oh, shoot, I was supposed to make a saving throw, wasn't I?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
What kind of saving throw? Doesn't
Constitution.
matter. I rolled a 19 on the die.
Nice.
The
Fair
kind
enough.
you pass.
So, was it 2 damage you said?
Yep, 2 damage. 2 cold damage. 2 cold, 2 furious. Okay, Eigner.
Well, Eigner is right next to this thing, and he doesn't have much of a chance other than to keep roughing it up. Oh, dear. So he's just going to go for the attack action. Can I roll something good? No, I can't. That's an 11. Can I roll something good, please? Oh, there we go. There's a 20. I thought it was never going to happen. Oh, dear. Okay,
I
so...
actually now fear for this dragon's safety.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, as well
So-
you should.
So I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know, make it another trip attack. Like, why not? And let's see. So that's going to be that, double that. So that is going to be a total of 18 slashing damage. And it must make a strength saving throw against my DC of 15.
I got 19.
Oh, God, why are dragons so strong? I don't understand it at
Fucking
all.
dragon.
Stupid dragons. Well, so I did a little decent amount of damage to it. Don't really have any extra flashy things that I can do right now. Actually, I got one flashy thing that I can do. I'm gonna shield bash this dragon and try and knock it prone yet again. And it's going to be an athletics versus probably its athletics, you know, just a straight up
Yeah.
contest. I got 19.
20 non-natural.
Oh,
Rolled a 16.
come on, yeah. Eigner's having a hard time against this thing. But he's just, he's being tough, and, this is probably when he gets the crit on it and stabs it, he'll probably,
Yeah.
he'll say, like, several senses, regards, blah. That's when he'll say that one.
Something like you withdrawing the sword from the tail, stabbing it as this thing sort of pulls back and tries to get its tail out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You stab it in a vulnerable spot, and then as you throw the shield forward to try and bash it, it sends its claws out and just
Oh.
stops you.
Okay, hey, with the crit, can we say that Talon's blade actually, like, stuck, like, in his, like, chest or something? Like, actually is getting stuck?
We can.
Okay. So, because if Eigner feels that it's, like, fully stuck in there, then he's gonna let go.
All right. Eridu.
Wink,
How far
wink, wink,
is the
Thiala.
dragon
Wink, wink.
from me? On this thing,
The
you think?
dragon from you is 30 feet.
This is unit cohesion for the first time in a year and a
I
half.
know.
Right?
I know.
Just because I really like, no, I should save that. I can probably run along this here bridge and then leap onto the dragon. Correct? I got 45 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need me to make a roll? Jump roll, anything like that?
Yes. Yeah. Give me an acrobatics.
All right. Cool. That is a 20.
Yep. You managed to leap up, grab onto the dragon. Yeah. So you've managed to successfully leap into the air, but actually grabbing onto the dragon is another thing entirely. I just rolled a natural 20 on its die, and so you managed to get to the dragon, and as you jump onto its back, it quickly shudders you off. So you are now stood right next to the dragon. You just sort of slide down,
All right.
but you're not on it.
Well, because I want to make this all dramatic and fun, I'm going to use my bonus action to go ahead and face step, or misty step, and I'm going to go ahead and position myself right on its back, on the back of its neck, like I did last time, and whisper to it.
Why are you
Hello,
wasting
Fluffy.
your bonus action so you can hit more?
Because I want to. Shut up, Thiala. Hello, Fluffy. Do you remember me? And then I'm going to punch it in the throat.
Stunning strike?
Well, first I'm going to hit with the melee attack,
Oh.
and then yes. That is an 18.
That hits.
Okay.
The stunning strike.
Spend my key point and do a stunning strike. It's a DC 15 Constitution save. This thing should have disadvantage on Constitution saves, right?
It indeed
Yes,
does.
it does.
Yeah. Come on, do a good
The
save.
first roll. Got a 7 for the next one. It gets +7 to con saves, so that's 14.
Yeah. Now, if I can remember what my monk dice are, they're D6. Okay.
So it's done now.
It is stunned. I still do my damage because I hit with the attack and then I stun it.
Yeah.
That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Magical if it has magic resistance to all those things.
So just
Yeah.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
So, part of the features of being stunned is it automatically fails strength and dexterity saves.
Yes.
And it can only speak falteringly, so hopefully it says something back to my,
And I think it.
continued chiding of it and calling it fluffy.
So it's the stunned condition, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's incapacitated, it can't move, can't
It can't act, I believe, too.
can't take actions
No, it can't.
or reactions, can't move, speak only
Yeah.
falteringly.
All attack rolls against it have advantage, automatically fails strength and dexterity saves. Yeah, there's a lot.
Super sick.
Right.
So
That's why I
yeah.
was very insistent on.
Oh man, because I was gonna have the dragon take the disengage action and fly away with the sword.
I'm so excited. This is the first time I've ever done stunning strike and had it land.
It's
Every
a big
other
deal.
time, which is like once, because my DC was 13.
Yeah. It's a big deal right now, guys.
Yeah.
So on the dragon's turn, it just coughs, splutters, tries to shake itself and get Eridu off, but it can't do anything with any consistency. Every time it starts to move one way, it sort of shudders in a muscle spasm. It seems to be almost frozen in place. It can't lift its legs. And so, Thiala.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do exactly what you think I'm going to do, and that is to heat metal.
Call lightning.
If I had call lightning. I'm going to heat metal. You know what? I'm doing heat metal not for the damage, but for the effects. So I'm heating metal at second level. We all know that it's an automatic hit.
Yep.
We're probably all going to be because this thing's going to be at disadvantage for a long ass time. So
Just keep stacking it, dude. Just keep stacking all these
heat
bad
metal
things on it.
concentration, so he's no longer going to have disadvantage on concentration.
Yeah, because the bestow curse was
Constitution.
concentration as well.
But it doesn't matter because
Right.
It went through.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I got the stunning strike on him. We're good. We did all the things we needed.
right, exactly. So this automatically hits. And I'm going to. What's where am I? Where am I? Oh yeah. It's 2d8. So that's 12 damage. And I'm
3d8,
gonna
is it
go
not when
ahead
it's second level?
and. Huh?
Is it not 3d8 when it's second level?
No, its base is second level.
Oh, sorry.
Word.
Oh, yes, each spell slot above second is plus 1d8. My apologies.
Yes.
That's 12 fire damage.
Yeah, 12 fire damage, and then it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of its next turn, or until the start of. Oh yeah, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of its next turn, or until the start of my next turn.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So anything and then I could damage it again with bonus actions here in the future. So basically, just continuing the cycle of hate. And it is now. So that's my action.
Mhm.
And I believe I don't have any. I don't think I can do anything else with the bonus action. So I'm just gonna back off because I am no longer have to worry about incurring attack of opportunity. So I'm gonna back off 30 feet
Okay.
if I can, and
You've got 10 feet of movement behind you.
that's fine. 10 feet is fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna back off 10 feet, and that's it. That's my turn.
All right. This dragon is still shuddering. Its shoulders occasionally, like just sort of flexing and fluttering as it's trying to shake this stunned effect from itself.
You forgot Eigner.
The blade still stuck between its scales, heating up, searing through it. It tries to roar in pain, but it's muffled and caught at the back of its throat. And then it gives out this coughed roar out of its mouth. This one, and as it does so, that sound echoes and reverberates in the chamber behind it, and the stalactites sort of swing towards itself and fly into the tunnel, trying to get Eridu. That is a 17. What's Eridu's armor class?
Oh, that'll hit. I think it's a 16.
Brilliant. In that case, you take 5 piercing damage as one of these icicles decides to gun straight for you and cut through your arm.
Oh man, this would be a wonderful opportunity for me to have like a way to teleport as a reaction.
That'd be kind of sweet.
Eigner.
All right. Well, I don't have a lot to do other than slash the shit out of this dragon. I am going to very purposefully leave Talon's blade where it is in the dragon's body. I'll be taking out just a regular longsword and to do these attacks, but I have advantage on this fool. Okay, so that's going to be a 26 to AC.
Yep, that hits.
Dealing 10 slashing damage. And then that's going to be another natural 20. Oh, I love it, dude. Come on, give me high rolls, high rolls, high rolls. That's not a high roll. That is going to be only 7 slashing damage for the critical hit.
Oh my god!
Is that just enough?
No,
What?
he's got 1 hit point
One
left.
hit point?
Oh, he still stands.
You punk. You punk, dude.
Unfortunately, Eridu is a monk.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
But I wanted the killing blow. I guess it'll have to be Eridu.
So as you draw the sword, you cut across its face easily, bringing the sword up again. You slash across its eye, peeling some of the scales off as you give it this massive scar. So you given it a bald patch on its tail where you've killed some of its scales and cells. You've given it a gash across its eye, and then as it lowers its head back down, still shuddering and jittering in parts of it, its eyes go from wide and taking everything in to supremely narrow and staring directly at you, Eigner.
All right.
And it tells you,
Rella cannot save you.
What do you say? Relic? Huh.
The name of that dragon? Oh, maybe not.
No.
sorry, Urana.
Oh, Urana?
Yes, my apologies. I got the pronunciation wrong.
Wow.
And by
Urana.
pronunciation, I mean I got the letters entirely wrong.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yes.
And yeah, and Eigner will
With
just
the jawbone.
yeah, Eigner will just say back, "You know nothing about Urana."
It is Eridu's turn. So
All
I'll
right.
just click back.
Eridu is gonna grab onto the thing's horns and hoist himself up a little bit further. And then with a 20, dirty 20, and a 23 to hit. Those are two different attacks, so they both hit.
Okay. Yes, they both hit.
So
All
with
right.
the modifier, I'm assuming you kill him with one.
Yeah. That's 10 damage as I take both my fists and just slam them into his eyes.
Oh wow, that's brutal. That's brutal.
He collapses down onto the ground. His head slams against the floor, bounces back up again, and then Eridu manages to rip his hands out of the eye sockets, and the head collapses down once more. Everything is still, and the heat of the sword is still glowing and burning into his body as the seconds go by.
Wow. Well, Eigner will want to retrieve his sword, but will also wait until he can feel the heat subsiding from it. But he'll take his regular longsword, and the first thing he'll do is he'll go up to where the dragon's head is laying on the ground and its jaw is like kind of open, and he'll just grab onto the dragon's tongue and pull it out as far as it can go, and he'll just start sawing off the tongue. And he'll just say, "That's what you get. That's what you get for pretending like you know Urana, because you don't. Take out your lying tongue."
You know, I could be wrong, Eigner, but I thought that you were supposed to eat the heart. Isn't that how a kill works?
I'd rather not. Look,
Okay.
plus I think that the sword is maybe ruining that whole little heart situation over there.
Burning swords make the meat go bad?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I'm not really
Oh.
interested. This is just more like something to go show Civrul.
Right. Well, I'm gonna pull out the Civrul's jawbone and hold it out, making a particular hand gesture, and say, "Civrul, we have defeated this curse. Your spirit is released."
Thiala, from the corner of her eye, since she's backed up into the corner of the tunnel and basically can see down the tunnel towards the dragon and down where the dragon crawled up from, has now noticed that there is a figure standing at the corner that steps out of the shadows silently. It is the slightly levitating form of Sheniel. Just as he's about to raise his hand, however,
Fireball.
a ghostly form appears in front of him, raising its arms quickly and pushing his hands forward, saying, "Be gone from this place." and Sheniel gets a panicked look in his eyes and is thrown backwards down the tunnel, and then he disappears just as he's about to hit the ceiling. Savrul turns and faces you, Thiala. This ghostly form, his face is a blur, but you can make out just enough features to tell that this person was once human. Thank you for defeating the dragon.
It was our pleasure, Several.
Yes, what else can we say? I'm gonna hold out the jawbone and say, "You can have this back now."
I have no need for a body now.
Very well. Neither do I, and I will let it drop.
Several. Our arrangement.
Treasures will be open to you. And he points down the corridor, and you hear this loud rumble of stone moving. The room is now open. Treasures abound. And
What
then
about
he
Anjak? Sorry.
He holds his
Oh,
hand
okay.
out from his chest, and on it is a small gold necklace that he's holding, which he holds out to Thiala because he stood at the corner near to her. And on it, you see a small map cut into the back of this necklace, the front having a draconic symbol carved into it. It speaks draconic, it's just a symbol with the letter A, essentially. It's an initialized necklace. But this map shows you where the dragon is supposed to be, where you can find them.
Oh, the one with the that knows the wish or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I gladly take it.
Okay. Savrul disappears in a wisp of mist. The howling winds that have been pelting the island for days have entirely subsided. The small amount of snowfall that you were getting this morning has also entirely stopped. Everything is quiet. Now, given a combination of factors, the time and the fact that this is as good a place as any to end the episode, you guys will have free reign to explore this place, take the treasures that you find, which will handle how much it was, but a few piles of gold and jewels and things. Things to set you by, a few scrolls. You'll find that there's a weapons room as well, where it seems that some early crude gunpowder weapons were being experimented on, even centuries ago. And there's some interesting documentation there that a gunsmith might make use of.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
And you will be able to meet your appointment getting picked up by your ship captain. It was
Good old what's his
the
name?
face? Yeah, Siskar.
Siskar. There you go.
Good old what's his name? Man, that character means a lot to me. I made it up.
Apparently he does. All
Apparently
right.
you all don't know the gender of Dragonborn.
Apparently.
Siskar was always a she. Just throw that out there.
Well, it's good we got that settled. So
That did not come across.
yeah,
No, I didn't on purpose.
for sure.
I was very what's the word? Intentional
Darkness.
on the fact that I didn't reveal a gender normalizer, whatever you want to call it, with Dragonborn.
So as we are finishing up on the island, can you give us a word on like if the dwarves and the elves and the aasimar and Sheniel, like, has everyone left it, like, at this point? Like, Sheniel, like, definitely disappeared.
Yes. When you guys emerge from this ancient temple back onto the surface, you find that the entire island is deserted now. There are no aasimar, no elves, no carts, no horses. There's evidence that they were there. There's prints in the snow. There's still this massive dome of darkness hanging over
Oh yeah,
the hillside.
lasts until
Um,
dispelled.
And you can also see that there's evidence that the dwarves and the warforged climbed the hill and engaged. There's some blood spilled on the snow. But whatever Sevrul did, it got rid of everyone on the island except you guys.
Oh, an intense banishment spell, full on like mass banishment. That's
Where they've
wild.
gone, what's happened, you don't know.
We don't know. But we'll be able to get our fat loot and get off the island, so there's that.
Yes, indeed. So, announcements to make before we end today.
Yeah.
Kyle, or Eigner, has got some thing going on next Tuesday. So he won't be able to join in that game. And then the Tuesday following that, I will be going with my son on a field trip. So I won't be able to play in that game. And so instead of... I guess we couldn't start a new episode because Kyle's got to run it. So Kyle will be running our next episode.
Yeah.
And because he's missing one session and I'm missing the following session, we aren't going to start that episode until... What's that now?
A couple of weeks from now.
Couple weeks from now. But we will have a makeup game in the meantime. I believe that Drew or Josh are thinking about doing another one-shot Star Trek Adventures game for us.
Yeah, I figure doing 2 actual one-shots, not just like a 2-arc, because 2 of you are missing 1 week after another. Drew has requested Star Trek Adventures, so if you guys want to do 2 different Star Trek Adventures, or if you'd rather do 1 Star Trek Adventures and 1 something else, either is fine by me. We'll discuss that more offline. But yeah, I'm good either way. I'll do 2 legit one-shots, not two episode short arcs.
Okay, cool. So we'll have something. So join us next week. Same time, same place. West Coast is 12 o'clock.
Pacific time.
In the PM. Yeah.
Mhm.
Pacific time. That's the one. Man, you do this so
Pacific
much
time.
better than I do.
I know. You should just let me do
Just for your time frame. I'm not going to. I need to do this myself. Need to learn how to grow up and be a big boy at some point. Thank you all for joining us today for a little bit of Voloheen Winds of War. The episode has been Red Sky, DM'd by our Dungeon Master, Drew Murray. We are Roll for Mischief, once again, your favorite nerds.
That's
How was
it.
that, Kyle?
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
Nice sign off.
Yeah, it's good sign off. Hey, thanks so much, and stick around for episode 10 coming your way sooner rather than later, or later rather than sooner. Hey, it'll happen. Don't worry. All right. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Catch you later.
Bye, guys.